Oh, hello Alice Smith families. I'm Principal R. Truth. I'm excited to present some of our team members who have created a great video. In this video, our teachers will share ideas of different ways to read at home with your children and to help them grow in their reading skills regardless of their reading levels. I hope you enjoy the presentation and find some ideas that you can use at home as you create memories with your children.
There are 10 steps on how to read a story. Step 1, find a book. Step 2, you've got to find a buddy. Step 3, find a cozy spot. Step 4, you've got to look at the book's cover. Step 5, open up the book. That's the exciting part. Step 6, when the characters talk, you gotta say what they say. I'm hungry for lunch. Step 7, no matter what you read, you've gotta look at the pictures and make sure your buddies can see too. Step 8, if there are words you don't know, just look at the pictures, see what makes sense. Step 9, when you get to the exciting parts, sound excited too. And step 10, when the book is over, you get to say, the end.
Hi kids and families, I'm Mrs. Smith.
I'm Mrs. Hastings.
And we are here to talk to you about beginning readers.
So what are beginning readers?
Well, beginning readers know all of their letter names and most of their letter sounds.
They are beginning to recognize a few words in the books, such as the, and me.
They usually point to their words with their fingers while they're reading.
They like to read a story over and over again, and it's really good for them.
So, what can families do with their beginning readers to make reading fun at home?
Be patient. Beginning readers may read slowly. Give your child time to sound out the simple words in books before jumping in and helping them.
If your child comes across a word that's too hard for them to sound out, or it's just getting them stuck, give them that tricky word. It is okay to give them some of the words.
Beginning readers can't read in their heads. They have to read out loud.
Beginning readers' reading books usually have large pictures and just a few words. An example is, I see one chick. The words are often very repetitive. As they move up a little higher, the words stay repetitive but simple. Our school is cool. We can build. We can eat.
Encourage your child to start with the first sound in the word and use the picture to help them figure out the word. For example, if the word is cow, have your child say the beginning sound k, and then look at the picture to see if there's a picture that matches that.
You can talk with your child about the book. Ask them, what happened in this story? What happened at the beginning? What happened in the middle? What happened at the end? What was your favorite part?
Make this fun and memorable. Find a comfy, quiet spot in your house, read together each night, and make it part of your child's routine. They will love it, and you will remember it forever.
Hello, everybody. I am Mr. Wilkinson.
And I'm Miss Shalaiva.
And we are here to talk about transitional readers.
Transitional readers may know sight words approximately 500, and they also beginning to read fluently, which means to read at about the same pace as we talk.
They can read with expression, which helps them understand the story.
They love books in a series, and the shared characters, setting, and events help support their reading development.
They have developed several strategies to figure out harder words, like breaking words into chunks. Like faster could be fast-er, or different could be diff-er-ent.
Transitional readers can read in their heads or out loud.
Transitional books tend to have smaller and fewer pictures and full pages of text.
They are learning to understand the harder and longer text. When reading with them, some important things to include.
Ask them to tell you about each chapter they read. Then make a prediction about what might happen in the next chapter and ask them what they think.
Have them compare the story they read to the previous story or to some kind of life experience they had.
How to read with them at home.
Be patient. Sometimes they want to read a book that's above their level, and once in a while it's fine. You could also take turns one page at a time.
As they come to longer words that are harder to sound out, show them how you might sound them out.
Go to the public library with them to find great books there.
Encourage them to read every day. They can also read to a pet, younger sibling, or record themselves reading. They love to hear their voices.
Some great authors for transitional readers might be
Mary Pope Osborne,
Paul Denzier,
Blake Hoana,
Barbara Park.
Hello,
kids and families.
We are Foster and
Rackley.
and we are here to talk about advanced readers. What are advanced readers?
Advanced readers are confident in their ability to decode harder words and enjoy different styles of writing in books. They enjoy reading independently. They're able to read the information, use inferences, and understand the context. They automatically use a variety of strategies, so they don't usually need to support the decoding of words.
How to support advanced readers at home?
You can help them by going to the public library, bookstores, or an app, or reading online. Encourage them to read every day. Encourage them and help them with any genre that they like. Fiction, nonfiction, historical fiction, fantasy. Make it so it's enjoyable. Ask them about the book. Tell them to tell you what's going on and what the characters are doing. Great authors are like J.K. Rowling, Roald Dahl, J.R. Tolkien, and such others than that.
And have fun.
Always have fun.
Creating a rich language environment in your family's home will help your child's literacy skills. Here are some ideas to try in your home language.
Read books with your child in your home language every day. We have books in Spanish, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Mandarin available here at Alice Smith.
Talk about the stories you have read together. What were they about? Who is the main character? What is the setting?
Play rhyming games at home in your home language.
Encourage your child to write in your home language and or in English.
Play games, puzzles, and music at home in your home language.
The Washoe County Library, right up here by Rayleigh's, also has books in various languages. Even if you can't purchase books to take home, you can make special reading trips to enjoy reading these books with your children.
You don't always have to read right side up. When I was little, all I ever did was sit on the couch like this and read upside down.
Hola, me llamo señora Smith, soy una maestra de primer grado aquí en Alice Smith y en mi casa me gusta leer libros a mi niño. Todavía no se nació, pero le gusta leer también.
Я с детства с книжками дружу и по строчкам пальчиком вожу. За это целый мир мне выдает секреты.
Okay. Hi, I'm Miss Moreland. I teach kindergarten, and my favorite place to read is on the beach in Hawaii.
Hi, I'm Miss Bulware. I teach second grade. My daughter and I love reading at home. We just cuddle under the blankets, read on the couch. And the reason we love to read is because there's no better way to escape to a different world and meet new and interesting characters. One book we just finished was Freak the Mighty. Read it. You will love the characters in that book.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Maloney. So one thing that I love to do with my own daughters that are 5 and 7 is we bought a book light from Barnes & Noble, and every night we read in the dark together. So we set the light up, we read, and the girls absolutely love it.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Robbins in 5th grade. Reading is a huge part of my household. I'm pretty sure I trip over at least 2 to 3 books a day. Both of my daughters love to read books with me, and I love to read to them, as well as reading for myself before I go to bed. It helps me kind of wind down for the day. So.
Hi, my name is Miss Saliva. I'm teaching 5th grade at Alice Smith, Yellow Track. I love to read David Gets in Trouble. In fact, I know it by heart now with my daughter, who is 4 years old. And we do it every day.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Lyon, and at my house, my first grader reads to me 3 stories every night before she goes to bed. Hi, I'm Mrs. Gillen. I teach 2nd grade, Yellow Track, Sunny Yellow Track, and my favorite way to read is to read with a fuzzy friend. It could be either a stuffed animal or a 4-legged friend. Maybe you could even go find a horse, if you're a stellar stallion, to go read to in a pasture somewhere, a cow, or maybe my little puppy. So find a 4-legged friend or a 2-legged friend and read to them because they love hearing your voice, your words, and reading is so much fun. Enjoy, guys.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Riley, and when I am at home, I love to read historical fiction and mystery books. I also like to read with my kids. A book I have read with them is a bucket filler. We've always loved that book, and I love it when my kids, a 6th grader and a 2nd grader, read together.
Sometimes a book sticks with you for your whole life. When I was 10, I was horse crazy, and my dad bought me this book, Misty of Chincoteague, favorite book in the world. 35 years later, I got to go to Chincoteague Island and see just where pony pinning took place and relive my dream in the book. And this book here is my original book, Misty of Chincoteague. It's 45 years old. So reading sticks with you.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Tiffany Jones, and I'd like to share with you my love for reading. As a young child, I always read at night before I went to bed, and during the summers, I would walk down to the public library, get some books, and then relax under the maple tree and just read and read and read. And to this day, I just have a love for reading, and I like to share that love of reading with my students. Many times the stories I've shared with my children, I bring in realia, objects that have some connection with the story that I'm reading. And I hope I live as long as my dad, who's 95 and a half years old, and he is still reading. I'd like to close by sharing a quote from Albert Einstein. If you want your child to be brilliant, read them fairy tales. If you want your child to be a genius, read them more fairy tales.
Nonsense, you'll enjoy it. It'll stop you getting bored. In case the dragon's scary, here's a brand new shield and sword.
So when my son was growing up, I read aloud to him. In fact, I read aloud to him from preschool until 8th grade. He was still getting read-alouds in 8th grade. I found when he was younger that as I read to him, when there were voices to be done, I did the character voices, and I discovered that he really didn't like disembodied voices in text, and I got a lot of mileage out of that. So for myself, I like to read from a wide range of perspectives. I particularly like to read content with which I disagree, because I find that I learn as much from the material that I disagree with than I do from the material that I agree with. So I read from a wide range, and I learn much, and I still read much and learn much.
Welcome back. I'm Assistant Principal Jackie Maloney. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Our teachers were able to share a number of different ways for you to help your children grow in their love and skills of reading, no matter their age or level. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and are able to take home ideas that you can use to create memories with your children.